Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Moments of delay here, a few technical difficulties as we welcome you to another edition of the Ray White Mooloolaba and Kawana Water Online Auctions. And what a wonderful selection of properties we have today. 6 lots up for your consideration. And we are going to take you on a geographical tour of the Sunshine Coast from Caloundra, Kings Beach, up through Batinia. And what a wonderful space the Batinia place is becoming there with the hospital precinct, the health hub that is Batinia. And we move on forward to the gem of tonight's auctions, a wonderful waterfront home here in the heart of Mooloolaba. And that's where we stand here today to our buyers and bidders in attendance watching on from all across Australia. We are in the Ray White Mooloolaba office and looking forward to this evening's auctions. My name is James Goldsworthy. I'll be your auctioneer here this evening. Behind the camera and behind the natural light that here is shining on me is a selection of our best agents here on the phone to our very best bidders. And to those bidders and buyers on the phone to our agents today, best of luck with your endeavours. We certainly wish you the best of luck as the auctions proceed in just a few moments' time. If this is your first online auction experience, there are a few things that I'd like to draw to your attention, not too dissimilar to our normal on-site or in-rooms auctions. The only difference is here today, your bids will be conveyed by your registered agent. Here at our Mooloolaba office, we have our wonderful administration team, Courtney and Jody, who were patiently working through those technical difficulties prior to the commencement of the auction. If at any stage of the auction things are progressing at a speed that's uncomfortable to you, please let your agent know. They are here to support and to help you. There is a short delay between myself talking and you seeing that on your screen, some 2 or 3 seconds. But please note well, no sale will be hammered down, no sale will be made without full acknowledgement that everyone has had equal chance to put their best offer forward. We'll get the terms and conditions of today's auction up on the screen in just a moment here to the right of me. The auction terms and conditions don't vary from auction to auction. Now, I'm not going to go through them in their entirety, but I will draw attention to the more prudent terms of auction here in Queensland. The right to bid, buyer on behalf of the seller, well, that is expressly reserved here in Queensland. You'll hear me clearly announce that as an auctioneer's bid. But please note well, if I do choose to use that that's right, I will simply announce that as an auctioneer's bid. In relation to the contract today, if you are successful here, you'll be deemed to be the buyer and both the agents involved will forward you the copy of the contract, or if you've given me authority, I'm happy to sign those contracts on your behalf as well. Immediately upon the fall of the hammer, you'll see me do this. Go 1, 2, 3, sold. And once it is sold, folks, it is sold. No further negotiations can be entered into. As we move now to the lots, lot 6, 6 lots in on up for grabs here this evening. We're just going to press pause as we seek some instructions from a couple of our buyers trying to log on to tonight's auctions. We want to see everyone have equal opportunity to purchase today. We're just going to press pause as we wait for a couple of those buyers to log on in just a few moments' time. Thank you, folks. I'll now take your attention to the contract. If you are successful today, your good agents have provided you with a copy of that contract. It is a standard REIQ Queensland Law Society approved contract, which we use for the sale of house and land. But if you are bidding on a unit tonight, that'll be the sale of a normal contract for a residential lot in a community title scheme. So that contract has been provided to you prior to the commencement of your bidding today. GST is not applicable. We are offering just residential properties for your consideration today. If there are tenancies in place, we take it that you're purchasing with good faith that those tenancies will continue. Obviously, today's date will be the date of the contract. Moving forward towards settlement, our seller's warrant that the property will be handed over to you, just as you've seen throughout the course of your pre-auction inspections. Well, folks, that's the boring bits done now. That's the terms and conditions of today's sale. That's the contract, as I've alluded to, and you've had a good opportunity to peruse at your own leisure prior to the auction. I now take you to lot number 1. And as I said, we're going to take a geographical tour along the Sunshine Coast here. We're going to start at Kings Beach, right in the heartland of Caloundra. The Kings Beach area, well known for its restaurants, cafes, wonderful walkways, and obviously the Caloundra Music Festival. Once a year, a big draw card and a big investment into the local economy. Folks, with great pleasure, we'd love to announce that lot number 1, unit number 39 there at 79 Edmund Street, sold prior to auction. In fact, sold in the very first week of our sale, a cash unconditional sale at just on $500,000. Well done to Alex and obviously our sellers. Thanks ever so much for entrusting us yet again, I might add, none of the sale on behalf of a wonderful family there down at Kings Beach. That's lot number 1, unit number 39, sold pre-auction, some $500,000, 53 metres squared, a 1-bedroom studio apartment right in the heart of Kings Beach. Lot number 1, pleased to announce, has been sold. We now move quickly through to lot number 2. Stephen Allen, your marketing agent, a bundle of energy, as I'm sure you've seen throughout the course of the sale, a big smile on his dial as I remind him just how much energy he brings to the table. And what a wonderful property to be excited and energised about. Unit number 208, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, obviously the 1 car accommodation there. Location, location, location. That's what they say when it comes to buying real estate, and it certainly doesn't get much better than this down in Leading Terrace in Caloundra. Folks, whether it's to rent out, live in, potentially a holiday accommodation scenario, this is a perfect unit for your consideration. You've got the views, both of the ocean and of the pool. Good interest in the property pre-auction, Steve's told me. Our owners, we thank them for entrusting us yet again with their real estate needs here. Folks, make no mistake, we are here to sell. Lot number 2 up for grabs now. Who'd like to start us off with an opening bidder offer? In your hands, lot number 2 is now open for auction. Who'd like to start us off? 650. And 650. A start we've now got at 650,000. Here it is, clearly displayed on the screen at $650,000. We certainly hope and wish that we move forward quickly in numbers far greater than that, but at 650 we've got to start, and we thank you. 650 the bid. At 650, 50 over the 6, we've got 650 is the call right here, right now, and we thank you to our opener at $650,000. A quick rise or a quick retort if you like it at 650, 50 over the 6. We've got at 650,000, certainly a number we're going to need to be north of if we're going to call this wonderful unit home in the weeks to come forward settlement date. It won't be yours at 650 because I'm now at 675, 75 over the 6. The bids with me still well below the offers we've had pre-auction at 675. I tempt you back in at 7. At 675, 75 over the 6 we've got here, and now 675 the bid. 700 to see you back in front if you like. At 675 and 7, here you go. At 675 the bid, 700 is your opportunity in front of you. 700, a quick rise now if you like it at $700,000. I'll keep the auction moving along. 700's the bid now against you. Gents, our starter now, 700's with me. At $700,000, we've had offers pre-auction in advance of that. 7's the bid. At $700,000, the bid's here right now. At 700 the call. At 7 we've got right in front a number we're going to need to be north of. You like to call it home. Back with our starter, an opportunity. At 700,000, 700 we have, and 25 or 50 if you like. 25 over the 7, come with me, your opportunity in front. At 700,000, certainly not going to let it go for that. At 700,000 right here, right now, 208 there in Leading Terrace. What a wonderful opportunity, and at that price there should be no hesitation. At $700,000 the bid. At 725, what do you say? Here's your chance. At $700,000 the call, and 25 we take. If you got it with me, come now if you like. at $725,000. We'll stick to 25s if you like it, and 725, I'll move the auction along. 700, we're certainly not going to take, nor are we 725. Certainly need to be north of that if you'd like to call it home. 25 over the 7 here is the bid, clearly announced back against our starter now. At 725, 25 over the 7 we've got. Here's your opportunity. Take me to 50 if you like. We've been offered 750 pre-auction. I'm going to keep moving forward quickly now. If you don't want to bid, here is your chance. 725 the bid, 750 an offer we've had pre-auction. Make no mistake, we're going to need to be north of that. At 25 the bid, over 700 we've got at 725 and 50. Here's your opportunity. At 25, we'll move forward. Steve, what do you think? At 750,000 on behalf of our seller, we've been offered a pre-auction, and obviously a number we're certainly going to need to be north of if we're going to see a transaction. 750 is the bid now on behalf of our seller at 750, 725 the highest bid. We do thank our bidders for their interest, but certainly a number they're going to need to be north of. If you'd like to call unit 208 home at $750,000, we'll move forward with those negotiations, Steve, over the course of the coming hours. Look forward to a sold sticker and a big smiley face on Instagram once you put it up. Lot number 2 is now officially passed in at $750,000. We move you up the coast now to Batinia, Justin Wajaya territory. Justin and Dan McNamara, our local Batinia experts. Lot number 3 there, unit number 50 in the Moco complex. In the Moco complex, a great complex. We're proud to market the project off the plan some many years ago, and today it sits proudly in the heart of Batinia, surrounded by good shops, easy access to local waterways, the beach, and obviously some wonderful homes. Justin, got some news to announce on unit 50 straight out of our under contract now. Unit number 50 under contract pre-auction. Not in a position to disclose the price, Justin, but knowing Justin and his efforts to secure a good outcome, I have no doubt that was a good and fair outcome for both our buyers and sellers. Lot number 3 officially under contract. We look forward to updating those keeping score of the local market, those tuning in as to local prices, as to the eventual sale price there. Unit number 50 in the Moco complex under contract, and we thank Justin and his owners for entrusting us with the sale. Sticking to Batinia, and what a wonderful suburb it is becoming, certainly coming to life with the health precinct really bubbling to the surface. A wonderful establishment of waterways, walkways, easy access to Boccarina Beach, some great quality homes, and obviously that burgeoning local CBD yet to come. And number 21 Lighthouse Circuit, lot number 4, a wonderful property, no doubt. Sold by Dan McNamara some years ago, and now back on the market. And we do thank our owners ever so much for entrusting us with the sale as they enjoy their caravanning around Australia. Dan and Justin, obviously your local Batinia experts. Dan's been stewarding you throughout the process of the sale. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 cars. Obviously a key location there in the hub of Batinia. You've got the high ceilings. You've got that wonderful kitchen, well appointed throughout, and just a really, really good quality home from top to toe. Folks, you know why you've shown your interest. It's been a wonderful campaign to date. Lots of interest in the property pre-auction. A number of those parties tuning in tonight, eager to see the outcome of today's sale. With some of the best finishes and fixtures we've seen in Batinia, this terrace home is one certainly not to miss. Make no mistake, our sellers would love to see a sale, as would Dan. Good interest in the property, but let's see where that interest takes us now. Lot number 4 is open for bidding. Who'd like to kick us off with an opening bidder offer here at number 21 Lighthouse? 21 Lighthouse Circuit here is open for bidding. Lot number 4, good interest pre-auction, and 800. 800. At 800,000, I might remind you of that wonderful finish of the kitchen. I might remind you of the fixtures and fittings throughout. At $800,000, we thank you for your interest, but certainly a number we're going to need to be north of. We're going to call it home at $800,000. At $800,000, we'll stick to 50s from here if you like it, but at $800,000, we've got our opener. At $800,000, the bid here it is on the left, and I thank you, Dan. At $800,050, sorry. 25. At 25, and I thank you for your interest, we'll take it. At 25, good interest there and good money. Your money is good money. At 25 and 50, well bid. Back now. At 50 over the 8. At 850 the call. At 850 and 75, well bid. At 75 over the 8, 875 it is, and 9 the logical retort, or 950 if you'd like a raise. At 900 the bid, 9 the call. Right here it is displayed at $900,000 the bid, and 25 or 50 if you like. At 875, 875 the bid, 75 for the first time, we'll call it through. At 875 the bid. And 9. And 9 we've got, and 25 or 50 to see you on top. Make no mistake, we're going to need to be north of that, folks. The gavel's not out at 900,000. Going to need to be better than that, and 25 on top if you like it. At $900,000 the bid, certainly a home that represents exceptional value at that, but that's not a number we'll be selling at. We hold the property in much higher regard. 900 the bid. At 900 the bid, and 25 on top if you like. 25 we've got, what do you say? At 25 over the 99999, we've got at 900 the holding bid here on my left, back with you, Dan, and I thank you for your interest, but we're going to need to be north of that. Make no mistake. At $900,000 the bid, take me to 925 or 50. Your opportunity to buy is in front of you. Number 21 Lighthouse. Once it goes, it goes. At $900,000 for the first time. If I got your best, you sure? At 900,000, tempt you in at 25. You're going to need to stick with me if you'd like to call it home at 900,000. The bid. For the second call at $900,000, a neat number, but not a number that's going on a contract anytime soon. Thank you for your interest. Some discussions going on left and right. At 9 the bid. At $900,000 for the third and final time. Got your best? You sure? Well, folks, at 900,000, as you'd expect, we certainly do not have permission to sell, and rightfully so. A wonderful home there at Lighthouse Circuit, a wonderful location, wonderful fixtures and fittings throughout, and obviously a wonderful agent in Dan McNamara, who is eager to assist you with those negotiations. The highest bid tonight, 900,000, a neat number, but a number not going onto a contract anytime soon. We need to be well in excess of 900,000 if we're going to see a sale occur. We thank you very much for your interest, Dan. Justin, good luck with your negotiations as they continue over the course of the evening and into the weekend. But at $900,000, we'll now move forward and pass lot number 4 in as we move the auctions along now. Still sticking to Batinia, free in Batinia this evening. Lot number 5, just around the corner in Prosperity Drive. One of the hottest areas on the Sunshine Coast is Batinia. Obviously, the hospital precinct, that location close to restaurants, cafes, the walkways, the amenities on offer are first class, and that's why a lot of people are wanting to call Batinia home. What a wonderful property Dan, over the course of the last 3 or 4 weeks, has had the pleasure of offering you. Number 77 Prosperity, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the 2 cars. Nothing to do but simply move on in and enjoy. Our owners, we thank them ever so much for entrusting us with the sale. Good long-term clients of the business and of Dan. We look forward to tonight's auction. We look forward to your bidding. Lot number 5 now open for auction. Who'd like to start us off with an opening bidder offer? Lot number 5 there at Prosperity Drive. We're in your hands. Who'd like to start us off? Certainly not where we start the matters, folks. It is where we finish. Good interest in the home. Pre-auction, number of offers received. Who'd like to kick us off with an opening bidder offer? And 7 we have. That's $700,000, and I thank you. 7 is a start. We're going to need to go north of that pretty quickly, I would think, at $700,000 a bid. At $750, what do you say? Here's your chance. $50,000 on top takes you to $750. At 700 the bid, 7 here it is on the left hand. Back with the starter bid yet again at $700,000. He's had good luck this evening, I should say. Good luck. So, and 50, welcome in. At 50 over the 7 we've got, and we welcome your interest, sir, at 750. At 50 over the 7 we have right here, right now. 50 on top will take me to 8. What do you say? At $750,000 the bid, it's against you. Back to our starter now. At 800, the logical retort, the good bid, the strong bid, take me to 800. At 50 over the 7 we've got. At 750, 50, 50, 50 over the 7 we've got at $750,000 and 8. What do you say? Come with me, please. At $750,000, 800,000. Logical next step. Here's your chance to call Batinia home. I'd prefer 50. Please. At 750, 50, 50, 50, we've got it. 750,000, 800 we seek, 750 we've got. That 50 over the 7, what do you say? 25 if I have to. 775. Welcome back. At 75 over the 7 we've got now. Back with our starter at 775,000. First time, what do you say? Come with me to 8. At 775, we'll call it through quick now. At 775 over the 7 for the second time. Take me to 8. Your opportunity to buy is right here, right now. 75 over the 7 we've got. Third and final call. Have I got your best? Are you sure? At 775, the bid. Dan, continue the chats. At $775,000, you'd like an opportunity to continue those conversations. We do appreciate our bidding. We'll move forward. We'll just press hold on lot number 5 as we move forward to lot number 6, our final auction of the day. Dan, best of luck with your negotiations. We're at 775 there on lot number 5 at Prosperity. We're certainly going to need to be north of that to see an outcome this evening. Dan, the man, one of our best negotiators, I'm sure he'll be working hard in the coming minutes to make that a reality. But at 775,000, we're just going to press pause on that auction, Courtney. We'll move forward now to Mr. King, the final auction of the evening, lot number 6. Would you like to come onto the screen, Peter? Yeah, look, he's here. He's got dressed up. Let's go. Yeah. Mr. King has been the proud agent of this wonderful waterfront property in the heart of Mooloolaba, number 26 Cooranbong. Lot number 6 is our next auction. Peter's got his best suit on. He's got his best grey white tie. He's eager to get in front of the screen and tell you all the reasons number 26 Cooranbong is the one for you. To our registered bidders, to our buyers in attendance, make no mistake. When Peter says he's going to sell, he's going to sell. Our owners have entrusted us with the sale, have set what we both believe to be a very realistic reserve. Your bidding will be commenced in just a couple of moments' time. Bid up with confidence. A north-facing waterfront home in Mooloolaba isn't something that pops onto the market every day. Peter's going to remind you why you should bid up, not only with confidence, with zest and zeal towards a wonderful outcome. Make no mistake, when Peter wants to sell, our owners want to sell, we're going to be selling.
Well, thank you, James, and thank you for the opportunity to be here this evening, and thank you for everyone for your attendance this evening. 26 Cooranbong Close, Mooloolaba. Walk to the beach. What a location, north-facing. Certainly, you can add a pontoon. You've got 18.5 square metres of river frontage right there. What a magnificent opportunity. Whether you want to renovate, whether you want to detonate, whatever it is for you, certainly what an opportunity in Mooloolaba. Bid with confidence. Look forward to your spirited bidding this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Kingy, and we welcome you back now. Lot number 6, 754 metres of prime waterfront land in the heart of Mooloolaba. Not many streets in Mooloolaba have not only that northern aspect, but that location close enough to Mooloolaba Esplanade that it is a easy, flat walk in. Folks, when it comes to location, Cooranbong is considered one of the best. We've got some great restaurants, some great cafes, good conveniences. You've got the BWS just around the corner, but most importantly, just down Brisbane Road is that wonderful beach known as Mooloolaba Beach. It's been often voted one of the best beaches in Queensland and across Australia. Make no mistake, lifestyle is assured when you call Cooranbong home. Three bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, you've got the 2 cars, but as Peter said, your opportunity to renovate extensively or potentially start afresh and build your dream home is in front of you. Some 750 metres plus of wonderful land. Make no mistake, it's a great location. It's a great spot. Lifestyle plus. Who'd like to start us off with an opening bidder offer? Lot number 6 is now open for bidding. Peter and Justin on the phone, as is Dan. Best of luck with your bidding, gentlemen. 1.6. And 1.6 the opening bid at 1.6 at lot number 6 over the 1 we've got. 1.6 the call. At 1,600,000, we'll go in hundreds from there at 1.7. Here's your chance at 1.6. At $1.6 million. There's a couple of seconds of delay, folks. $1,600,000, it's a gents due. At $1,600,000 the call. At 1,600,000, 1.7, the logical next step, if you like it. At 1.6. At 1.6, 600 have got over the 1. We have 1.6 the bid. At 1.6 the call. At 1.6 and 7, what do you say? 7 over the 1 we have. At 1.7 it's now against due. At 1,700,000 against due. Back to our starter now to 1.8. Here's your chance. At 1.7 we've got. At 1,700,000, 700 over the 1 we've got now. It's against due. It's against due. Come with me if you like. 1.8. At 1.7 it's against due. 1.8. We're at $1.7 million. It's against you as our starter. What do you say? 1.8. At 1,700,000 the bid. 700 over the 1 we've got. At 1,700,000, make no mistake, we're going to need to be north of that 1.8. Come with me. At 1.7, it's against you. At $1,700,000 the bid, it's against you here, clearly bid. At 1.7. At 1.7 the bid, we're going to need to move forward quickly now if you like it. At 1.7 the call. First time we'll call it through. 1.7. Need to be north of that if you'd like to call it home. 1.7 is the bid. At 7 over the 1. At 1,700,000, take me to 8 if you like. At 1.7 the bid. At 1. We welcome you back in. At 1,750,000. At 750 over the 1. At 1,750,000, we'll give you an opportunity 2 to 1.8. At 1,750,000, you're back in front now. The starter's in front at 1,750,000, 750 over the 1. At 1,750,000 over the 1, we've got now back with our starter. Here's your chance here on the phone, Peter. At 1,750,000 the bid. At 750 over the 1 and 1.8 we seek now as we go in 50s. Slowed up pretty quickly from the hundreds. We're now down in 50s. Nice palatable numbers, I would think. At 1.75, where can you get on the waterfront at that level? Nowhere. That's the answer. 754 metres of prime land at 1.75 million. And 1.8 we look for as we seek. At 1.75, 75 over the 1. We're going to move the option forward now, 1.8 at $1,800,000. The bid's here with me on behalf of our sellers. Make no mistake, we won't be selling for 1.8. You're going to be we're going to be north of that. 1.8 is the bid. At $1,800,000 the call. Here the bid is now. At 1.8 and 850 on top if you like at 1.8. At $1,800,000 the bid. Here it is. 1.8, 1,850. What do you say? At $1,800,000 the bid. 800 over the 1. Take me to 850 or 1.9 if you like. 1.85. At $1,800,000 the bid. Here it is. 1.85 we see. At 1,800,000 the bid, 800 over the 1. What do you say? 850. Come with me back to our starter now. At 1,800,000, 800 over the 1. First time we'll call it through. 1.8 is the bid. At 1,800,000, we're going to need to be north of that. At $1,800,000, you're going to need to be north of that if you call it home. 1.8 we have. At 1,800,000 and 50 on top to take me closer to that outcome. A sale here for you this evening. 1.8 the bid. At $1,800,000. Certainly going to need to be north of that. 1,850, 1.9. Here's your chance. At 1.8 million. 1.8 is the call. First time we call it through now. Second time, 1.8 it is. Third and final time, have I got your best? 1.8 it is. At $1.8 million. We thank you for your interest. $1.8 million. We thank you for your interest. Going to need to be north of that, folks. Here's your chance. Further rise. Happy to continue the conversation with our owners directly, but at 1.8 is the bid. At 1.8 and 8.5, we'll tempt you back in if you like it. At 1.8 the bid right here, right now. 850 on top if you like it. 1.8 is the bid. At 1,850,000, what do you say? Here's your chance. 1.8 we've got. At $1,800,000. Are we done? Got your best? At $1,800,000. 3 in, but just the one at this stage now at 1.8. At 1,800,000, a number we're going to need to be north of, and rightfully so. Worth more than that. Third and final time. Are we done? 1.8 it is. At $1.8 million, folks, we're going to move forward. We're definitely not going to be selling it for $1.8 million. I'm going to draw back the curtain for those keeping score, those interested parties. Certainly, we hold the property, both Peter and myself, in much higher regard than $1.8 million. We're going to place a bid now on behalf of our sellers at $2 million, and that's a number that you're going to need to jump over should you wish to call Cooranbong home. And what an address it is. But make no mistake, sub $2 million, an easy decision for our owners. That's just to keep the property. North of $2 million, happy to continue that conversation and have that chat. Now, folks, we're going to officially pass the property in at $2 million there at Cooranbong. We thank you for your interest in the property. Peter, we look forward to continuing those discussions over the course of the coming hours and days. We look forward to securing a successful outcome for our sellers. Dan, we move back to your negotiations with that wonderful property at Prosperity. We're still going to continue those chats over the course of the evening. Not quite there as I take you back to lot number 5. Still not at a point where we've got a successful outcome, but Dan, as always, will be working hard, diligently over the course of the evening and the coming days to a good outcome. Well, that's this evening's auctions, folks. A wonderful 6 properties for your considerations. A wonderful outcome for a couple of our owners pre-auction, a couple of our owners this evening, which we will be continuing to work with towards a sale in the coming hours. We thank you for your viewership. We thank you for your interest. And to our owners, we thank you for the trust you've shown in us operating on your behalf. Well, it's now my chance to bid you a great evening. I hope you have a great night. Thanks ever so much for tuning in to another Ray White, Kawana Waters and Mooloolaba online auction. We look forward to seeing you out on the ground over the course of the coming days. Thank you.